you're in your 40s and you have to start over. This is the video you need to watch to see how to start over and make these 40s beautiful memory where you started fresh and you made something amazing out of your life. Okay, let us begin. First, you have to accept it. You have to accept what happened. I went through this. I am now 41, very happy, all good, have a good foundation. So I'm talking from experience. First, we need to accept what happened. For example, there was a divorce, there was a loss of property, loss of a job, or you just came into your 40s and you realized, oh my God, I didn't do anything I dreamt of. I'm not happy. I'm in a wrong everything. And you want to start over. So first thing we have to do is accept the situation, accept ourselves as we are. Maybe you're overweight, maybe you have issues. Accepting doesn't mean that you're saying, oh, everything's fine. No. Accepting means I see this as it is. All right? You see everything as it is. And then, dear women and dear men, we need to let it go. We need to grieve what we lost. We need to grieve what we missed. Grieving doesn't mean that you're crying all day. Grieving means that you are aware that this is inside your body and that you just have to give it a hug. Maybe talk to a therapist, maybe talk to a coach, maybe write about it, maybe write letters to the missed opportunities, to husbands you never married, to whatever happened in your life or didn't happen in your life. Try to find a way to let it go. Second, you need to find a tool to stay grounded. And that means we can feel our feelings, we can be who we are, we can stay in the present moment as long as possible. That will help us see the situation a little bit outside of us. And when we see everything outside, then we can see that, okay, I created that or that happened to me. What can I do with that? I'm still here. I am here. My body is here. My soul is here. I am here. I can do something with that, or I can do something else. So the tools I would suggest that were very beneficial for me. First thing is meditation. Meditation is the ultimate tool. Just sitting in a room where there's nobody and you follow your breath for 2 minutes. It will create that space between you and the outside world, between you and your thoughts and your feelings. And then you can realize, oh, I'm not that. I can change this. So it helps you discern where I am and what can I do. Secondly, try to eat better. When we consume too much caffeine, too much sugar, too much processed food, our body has a hard time staying in the present moment. You can try it out. When you eat an apple, wait 2 hours, how do you feel? And then eat McDonald's or whatever you're eating and wait for 2 hours, see how you feel. Build yourself inside out, guys. 3, give yourself a permission to have this as a new start. And this is a hard one. Instead of regretting it and wallowing in the sadness and guilt and who knows what other bad feelings that come from this, because you're 40 something and you got nothing. At least for me, it was like that. It was like, WTF, what have I been doing? I made all these horrible mistakes and look at me now, I have nothing to show for. I gave myself a permission to have my 40s as a new start. Instead of having them as years of regret and loss and who knows what, just it is what it is, life, blah, blah. No, I said no. These are my starting fresh years. This is my new start. I gave myself permission to be creative, to be curious. What can I create now? How can I approach this from a curious side, from point of adventure? And I know this may sound, what are you talking about, woman? Like, I don't know, I can't pay rent or whatever is happening. Really, meditate, guys, or take a step back and say, I will try. I will try to get into this as an adventure. I will try to be curious. How can I approach this differently? How can I make my days more fulfilling? Maybe they can't be happy at once, but can they be fulfilling? Can I be content, at least a little bit in my day? Shifting your mindset, looking at this as an opportunity instead of a loss will give you that boost of energy. You will see that you will start attracting opportunities, like real opportunities for new jobs, for new houses, for new friends, for new you. One day you're going to look yourself in the mirror and you're going to be like, wow, I'm smiling, like, hey, I'm walking differently. I like this feeling. I like this new start. That's my take on starting in 40s. This helps accepting and letting go, finding ways to stay grounded and give yourself a permission to have this, your 40s as a new start. This is my new start. And see how you get on. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in another video.